Every Thursday on News 9 here at 9, we go in depth with the Oklahoma City Police Chief Wade Gourley.
This week, we are talking to the chief about how his department responds to threats made against Oklahoma schools after several school districts across the state were disrupted by swatting calls this month. Here's Lisa Monahan.
Every week, we chat with Oklahoma City Police Chief Wade Gourley about issues facing our city, and today we're addressing school threats. Good morning, Chief. Last week, the final week before Metro schools went on break, OCPD posted on Facebook talking about threats and how they've been disruptive. We know they can be disruptive to the schools themselves. How are they disruptive to the force?
So these people that do this, they sometimes are in another country. I mean, they can be anywhere that they have access to technology. And so the goal of this is to instill fear not only in the business that is targeted or the location that's targeted, but also to disrupt police efforts and sometimes look at how we respond to these and what we're doing. They want an overreaction is what they want out of this from law enforcement.
And we've seen that happen here in the metro and surrounding areas. Oftentimes, these threats are known as swatting calls. You're probably familiar with that. They involve some type of technology to disguise who is actually placing that call. How do you guys work around those issues? This
is one area that our real-time information center can be very helpful because we have analysts that are in there, so they immediately start looking at that call and the details of it. Things sometimes that indicate to them that this is, not going to be a real call. For example, these often occur in spurts where they start happening all around the country. And so oftentimes we'll see that this is a pattern here that we're seeing. It's the same type of voice, the same words said, whatever may be in that instance. So we have folks that, besides the officers that will respond, we're always going to respond because we don't ever want to take the chance that it's not real when it could be. But those officers are going to start getting information as they're getting there that will help them not overreact once they get to the situation.
And kids can be really a first line of defense as well. A lot of times you'll see these things on social media. What is your message to students who may see a school threat posted on social media?
So we have school resource officers in a lot of the schools here in the metro. So we tell those kids, reach out to the SRO. Don't ever think it's fake or something like that, and make sure we know, report it to a teacher, a parent. Oftentimes these occur after school hours too. We investigate all of these, we respond. So like say the message was sent that evening and the kid is at home with their parent, the parents can call in and we will come out and investigate it right then. We also investigate all these after the fact. We have had success in filing charges. We work with our federal partners if the suspect is out of state or even out of the country. And we've had success in bringing some people to justice over doing these.
Yeah, it's not funny. This is a very serious crime.
Absolutely, and it can be very disruptive. More schools recently had one and they had to evacuate and disrupt the whole school day. And so, it's very, it's something that can be very unsettling and very fearful for those that are involved. And so we want to do everything we can to apprehend the folks that do this.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. If you have a question for the chief, you can send us an email at chatwiththechief@griffin.news and we'll get you some answers.